Okay, I'm glad it's working now. I haven't streamed in a while and I have not done anything like this in a hot minute, so I apologize. Oh, on OBS you can now like click to hear yourself. Oh, would you look at that? How fancy. How fancy. Uh, oh man. Sorry, I'm posting everything on the socials. I figured since I was just chilling here already, I could just do the what I usually do like in the pre stuff before going live. While I'm live, why not? Why not? Why not post on the social media that I am live while also being live? I wonder how many people actually join from me posting online. I'm never actually sure if that brings anybody over. Never sure if that is, but doesn't hurt to try, you know? Doesn't hurt to try. That's kind of been my life motto lately. It doesn't hurt to try. What's the worst thing that can happen? They tell you no? Okay. I've been hearing no since I was like, a young child. Maybe like heard it when I was like a baby. So I don't know why over my lifetime I began to be afraid of the word no and just rejection in general. It's crazy how life will do that. Yeah, that's good. And then, oh, I should put the link. You know, considering like I want to do this for a living, you would think I'd know what to do. And I do. It just takes a long time for me to get there. Long, long time. I wonder if people know what I'm referencing when I say that. It's a weird Japanese commercial for like some candy or something, and it's like one of my stems, vocal stems that I do every time I think about or anything like that. Anytime I think of the word long, it's immediately that's what comes into my head is like that commercial and just the sound bit from it. It's crazy how the mind works, huh? Crazy, crazy, crazy. God, it's been so long since I've streamed. I feel absolutely terrible about that. And I shouldn't. I should clarify. I feel terrible in the way that it is, you know, I wish I'd done it more. It was a hobby I do enjoy doing and all that stuff, but life kind of got in the way and I wanted to try new hobbies and things like that. So, you know, gotta balance your time and figure out what's going on with things. I'm literally just trying to get a link to this stream. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do is I just want a link. Oh, share link. Okay. Or no, copy link. Copy link. But I'm hoping with life kind of somewhat settling down for me right now that more streaming and stuff because I miss all the friends I've made through streaming and just being on Twitch and stuff like that. So I'm excited to get back at this and see who pops in and see all that good jazz. So, all right, making the post on Insta. So yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I've been posting a lot of stuff there lately. Um, a lot of reels about Cooper, my cat, and just really starting to get into being more of a creative person and creating more things than actually consuming things. So I got a friendly reminder to turn on my stream captioner. My bad. Oh, okay. I have to log into that. Oh, we're back. Start captioning. Hello? Hello, are the captions working? It's not telling me. And I can't, it's like, you get a preview. What preview? Where? I don't like that. Why is it not giving me a preview? Is it not working? Hello, captions. No captions. Hello? Are they working? I like how this is most of my stream so far. But also I'm trying to get to the first 15 minutes. Because then apparently after they're gonna play ads at the 15-minute mark regardless of what I do. So I'm just trying to make sure that the first 15 minutes, like, nothing's really going on. Yeah, let me see if I can figure out this captions thing, because as someone who is hearing impaired, I really believe in captions. So what the fuck? What do you mean they're not available? Wait, when I scroll down, will they be there? They're not there either. What? Is it not working? Is it not no worky? Oh yeah, I'm glad captions are enabled. Oh, it's an overlay thing. It says it's activated. Is it showing up on the stream though? I love trying to figure out captions. What is going on here? Oh, there it is. I found it, but I don't know if they're working. I don't see them. What the hell? Yeah, the preview's not working. What is happening? What is happening? I'm so sorry about this. Okay. Maybe this will help. Hold on. I'm so sorry about this, guys. This is annoying. That's the thing I want. Yeah, this can be to source. Is it this? Is this what you want? Hello? Are they working now? I don't even see them on like the little thingy, the widget thingy. Hello? Oh, that would not be a good place to have them. Maybe over here would be a good place to have the captions. I don't know if they're showing up. Like, I'm not seeing anything on my end, so what is happening? What is happening? Yeah, there's gonna be ads in a couple minutes, in a couple seconds, so I'm not too worried about that, but like, what the captions? Hello? Hello? Yeah, I don't, this is weird. I don't understand why they're not working. They should be working, and that's frustrating to me that they're not, because I thought I at least had like the basics of basics done. And ad starts in about 60 seconds. Okay. Good to know, I guess. Hello. Yeah, start captions. Hello? Like, I'm just gonna keep saying hello to the freaking captions to see if they work. Hello, 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 hello. Like, I don't understand why I'm not seeing anything. This is very frustrating. All right, I'm gonna go to the game and then I'm gonna come back. Did that do anything? No, that didn't look like it did anything either. I just have a bunch of what is this? Oh, these are just other browsers that were open. Okay. Yeah, I'm very confused on what's happening here, and I apologize about that, guys. It should just have the captions there. I have them, but they no worky. And I don't like that they're not working. I like to be like you know, an accessible streamer, and I can't be a successful streamer if my captions don't work. How can I be someone who's inclusive if the inclusivity does not work? Yeah, I have it on. It's like, do you have it on? I'm like, yeah, I have it on. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry about this. This is annoying. This is really fucking annoying. Especially as someone who cares about this, and like I actually stopped watching a lot of streams because of not having closed captions. It says I'm connected to Twitch. Install, it's already installed. Update the language in my caption settings. Okay, it's updated. I'm very confused. This should not be confusing. Wait, is it the layer in OBS? Like the actual layering? Like the overlay layering? No, this should be on top. Properties, I guess? No, that's not really working either. I don't know what to do, and I hate this. That's the thing is, like, I'm not getting much help here. Quick start instructions. When you are ready to start sending captions, click start captioning. Allow microphone permission if prompt by the address bar. Oh, am I not giving it microphone permissions? How do I change that? Double check if you have the right. Okay, do I need to hit start again? Allow. There we go. Are they showing up now? Are you guys, hello? Hello, I am streaming. Are the captions showing up? Does anybody know? Can anybody tell me if the captions are showing up? I have no idea at this point. Do I need a refresh? Maybe I don't know. This is very confusing and I don't like this. I don't like this at all. It's like just blinking, like it's not. Let me stop the captions. Start. Okay. I'm still not getting a preview. Oh, it's just saying a preview. It's not actually. What? I just want to pay PowerWash Simulator. What the fuck? Oh, is it trying to get my audio from two separate things? I have no idea. Okay, there's just one. Click to stop captioning, so I don't want to stop the captioning. I'm streaming. Duh. So someone let me know if they work. If someone's actually here and watching, please let me know if they work. I really, really want to know if they work. Because that's frustrating to me. All right, we can go to the game now, though. Hopefully they'll pop up sooner. Oh, wait, I gotta make sure. Hold on. Just in case, I can copy that and then paste it into this scene. There we go. Just in case that's what will work. I have no idea. Oh, let me just bring up Twitch again on my end. And then I'll have to take it down because I think that was causing some disturbance issues too. Yeah, I don't want to hear myself. I don't need to hear myself. I just want to see if the captions work. Hello, captions, do you work? The answer obvious is no. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out later in another day, but on my end, all the captioning should be working, and I apologize that it's not. I feel bad, especially as someone who has to use captions. It freaking sucks. Hmm. Is there any in-game audio? Hold on. I usually, because I'm hearing impaired, I don't usually play with audio with any of my games really. I can't hear most of it anyways, so I just kind of like turn it off. And also, if I usually, if I'm playing with friends and things like that, it's really hard to hear them over Discord and shit already enough. So that's why I kind of keep like the volume off so I can hear them. Um, I guess just a little bit. I have no idea. All these sliders mean absolutely nothing to me. Like, what is this? What does this do? Like, whatever I have it at, like to hear it, I have to have it this loud. I don't even think I hear it that way. Oh, I might have it, my sound mixer. I love how unprepared. I thought I was prepared. Apparently, I'm not prepared. System sounds? I have no idea. They should not be, um, they should not have any issues here. Okay, I don't know. Desktop audio, what is happening? Properties. You not getting any audio? Hello? Desktop audio. Okay. Is that what? What is happening? Is this making any noise for anybody? I don't even hear it. And I'm plugged in. I heard myself before when I was like talking, so it's not like my things. Hello? Yeah, my headset works because I can hear myself. It sounds like an echo. I love when things don't work the way they're supposed to. I love that. I absolutely fucking love it. No, this is all sarcasm. I don't know if my voice gives sarcasm well, but alright, I don't know what's happening, why there is no sound. Let me quit the game and come back. Maybe that will help. This is so interesting. I love when things don't work the way they should. I love it. What the hell? Desktop audio. Are you working? I mean, I think the mic is picking up every time I make a click, but I don't think it's picking up anything else. At least it shouldn't be. Like, what is going on? I can kind of hear what I think is the PowerWash simulator. Well, I heard that. Did that make a noise? Oh, now that's making desktop noise. Okay, I can get my desktop to make desktop noise. Great, wonderful. I love that it's picking that up. But PowerWash simulator, it's like, yeah, it doesn't exist. Yo. Why? What the fuck? Why was the output a device for... Huh? Huh? Why? Why am I having so many issues? It can hear the system sounds, but it couldn't freaking hear the actual audio sounds. Do I need to turn it all the way up? Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I won't. I don't want to blow my own ears out, so I'll keep it there. Yeah. Anyways, I figured I'd stream because I'm not doing much else. And because I'm already talking to myself while playing video, while power washing, might as well stream. Doesn't hurt. I've yet to actually finish this game. It's been so long since I've sat down and played it, to be honest. So apparently the last time I streamed, it was like to celebrate me graduating, which is awesome. But that's a little bit over a year now, since that happened, and a lot has happened within that fucking year, let me tell you. Let me tell you, a lot has happened. I don't want to get into some of the specifics, but I can kind of give a highlight. And by highlights, I mean like things that happen in a quick I'm not all of them were good, but they happened. But they happened. Oh, my nose itches like crazy. Anyone else dealing with like the air quality alert? That's currently something I've been dealing with, and my cat does not understand that he can't go outside because the air is bad. Which is interesting because you would think, you know, animal instincts, air smells like smoke, want to stay inside, but I don't know, maybe he's missing those. Maybe he's been so domesticated, his bloodline, that he doesn't understand. That instinct has left the fucking building, I guess. But yeah, so highlights. Got a car after I graduated. So happy about that, and I've been very good about the payments, and I'm actually a little bit ahead. Not much ahead, but a little bit. What else? I love my Tucson. I got a Hyundai Tucson. I call her Tutu. She's adorable. The reason I call her Tutu is because compared to my roommate's car, his Ford, when we go to lock the door, his is like so loud and aggressive versus, you know, Tutu, and she's just like meep meep, like toot toot. Like that's what it was. It just sounded like a toot toot. So, and she was a Tucson, so I just named her Tutu. It just made sense. But I still have her, and I'm happy to have her as a car. She's a wonderful car. Despite all the bullshit I've been putting her through, she's still fucking running like a champ. I literally got my oil changed for the first time after having it for a year, in July. like a couple weeks ago. I had to get something else replaced on it too. They were doing like like a recall, a software update or something, and it was free or whatever. So I was like, might as well get it done and have my car up to whatever new standards they need to meet. And then got the oil changed. And they said everything else was fine with her, so all dandy there. And I will probably be taking her to the same place again, um, if she needs services. Besides oil changing, I'm not paying $90 for an oil change every single fucking time. That's ridiculous. Maybe every other oil change I'll go to that place because they check the car for like other shit. It's not just an oil change. So, hmm. So yeah, so I got Tutu. It's been over a year now, so happy to have her. Still living in my condo, so that's good. So nothing there, hasn't fallen apart yet. I don't think the condo will fall apart. It's not that badly damaged or anything. It's just she's old, and yeah, I like to keep updated on her, but I unfortunately haven't been able to do much house stuff because I broke my ankle in September of last year. Had surgery on it. Now I have a titanium plate because I shattered my tib and my fib. Funny enough, no, not funny enough. Just that's how it was. And yeah, I had to have surgery on it. You know, I didn't have insurance, so I had to wait for insurance, like get insurance, and then go through that whole process. So I had to basically like wait a month to get it treated and seen and all that stuff because otherwise it would have cost me $100,000 to, get the surgery done and everything like that without insurance. With insurance, it now only costs me about 5,000 and something dollars. I have no clue. I know I do have an idea, but right now at the moment I don't want to think about it. I really don't want to think about it. Um, so yeah, that happened. Now I'm in a bunch of medical debt that I never foresaw myself being in. But the good thing about medical debt is that it does not have an interest rate. Woohoo! But because of the, just being home all the time and not being able to get groceries and stuff, I did kind of rack up some credit card debt with getting whatchamacallit, ordering out and stuff and getting food like that. Probably could have ordered, more groceries in and stuff, but it is what it is. Can't go back in the past and change it. So now I'm just focused on, paying off that debt that I accumulated and trying to rehab my ankle again and go from there. It's been a wild ride. It really has. I currently am working at a new job that I just got after my second surgery on my ankle. So I had to wait for my ankle to heal, and then based on how it was healing, I had like these two long screws that brought my tib and fib, as my doctor explained it, they were in different zip codes and they should be neighbors. So I had two long screws to kind of bring them together, and those started to cause me pain, especially when one broke. Um, I began like it was like a sharp pain, and I couldn't do much. I couldn't walk. It was very uncomfortable, like putting any pressure on it. But now, since they've removed those, and which is cool because they were like, "Do you want one of them?" Like one of the screws, and I was like, "Hell yeah!" So now I have one of my screws, and I think I'm either gonna turn it into a necklace or like some type of pendant and some like resin or something cool. I don't know. I really haven't put too much thought into it because I've had a bunch of other stuff on my mind, but that is definitely something I want to do. Maybe I'll do it like at the year mark of when breaking my ankle, which is like literally I broke my ankle 10 days before my birthday or 11 days. So that was that was wonderful. My 28th birthday was quite not the funnest, let's put it that way. It was like it was honestly, to me, it was kind of the best birthday ever because no one expected me to go anywhere or do anything. So it was low expectations. And because of that, it was a really good birthday. I love my family and stuff like that. But when you have expectations placed on you and stuff like that, and you want people to come see you, and when really all I want to do is just go home and play video games. I'm like, I just want to go home and play video games for my birthday. Is that okay? Apparently society think that's a little weird, but hey, whatever. So so yeah, that's kind of not a complete life update. I'm sure there's more other shit I can think of, but we got a lot of time on our hands. There's no rush. Yeah, there is no rush here. Absolutely no rush. So yeah, life has been quite interesting. Ah. Oh yeah, so I'm currently I should would have been at work today, but there's a lot of stuff going on with that which I will dive into, but that's the reason why I'm able to stream is because I am not currently at my new job. My job is basically a call center job, sales, where I am trying to basically get people to, you know, make some changes to their mortgage. I don't really want to talk about work, so I won't get too far into it, but yeah, that's basically what I do. So I cold call people, and that's hard to do. That's hard to be a person, where you're making phone calls all the day. And if you don't have anything in the pipeline, meaning you're not you don't have something already going with another client or something like that. Um, you're expected around 300-ish calls a day versus if you have something in the pipeline that is about like 150, which is literally what they told me when I got hired. That would be the required amount. And then I got there and they were like, yeah, that's the required amount. Like if you are already like, you have a deal going through or something like that, then because then you're working more with clients one-on-one and you're trying to get paperwork from them and answer their questions and do your follow-ups and stuff like that, so that takes time. So that's why they're like more lenient, but when I first came in, that was not told to me at all, so it was quite a surprise when I specifically asked my manager. I was like, hey, because this job is very easily, you can get discouraged very easy, because a lot of people are going to tell you no, and then you're finally going to get a yes, and that yes is, it could be, it's a good sum of money, so that's why people do it. But if you are not, if you're not a self-motivating type of person and can't, motivate yourself to do things, and you have a hard time like lifting yourself up and feeling, if you don't have enough self-confidence that you can do it, this job is really hard. But even then, like even if you did do, let's say you could have a bad month where you just don't get anything. So, but currently there's some things going on with that is preventing me from going right now. And I honestly, it's because I deal with migraines, and because of my migraines I was unable to come in on a couple days. And because I didn't have a doctor note in the system, it was considered like a delinquent type thing, or like a no shame type thing is the best way I could describe it. um so I was able to get that doctor's note today, but unfortunately, the person in HR is not in on Fridays. So they're like, you can come back in on Monday. And I was like, okay. Oh, I wanted to clean. But I honestly got so into what I was saying, I forgot what I was doing. Da, 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 da. Oh, shit, this way. I really get stuck in corners, which is, I feel dumb for that. I have a bachelor's degree, but I get stuck in corners in video games. What the fuck? What the fuck? Um, that works. that enough? Like, is that enough for it to be like ding ding? Like, give me the signal that it's good to go? Is that enough? Hello? Okay. Oh man. So yeah, so now I can wait to go in on Monday and we'll see how that meeting goes with HR and what accommodations they're, willing to help give me and all that stuff. And basically all I'm kind of requesting is like different headset for the job because I'm also hearing impaired and I wear hearing aids and the headsets that we have now currently, they just kind of like sit on the top of your ear, which for everybody else works, no big deal. But for me, I have a hearing aid, and the sound that tunnels into my ear is not coming from the ear canal. Does not go through the ear canal for me. It goes to a receiver that is behind my ear. Like where if you've ever worn a pair of glasses or sunglasses, the arch part that hangs on your ear. That is where my hearing aid is, and that's where the sound, the microphone, the receiver is picking up the sound. So I actually don't hear with my actual ears, or well, I do, but they're muffled because of the hearing aid, being in my ear. And then I have on top of it, the headset. And well, considering the headset is, not covering the receiver part of my hearing aid, I'm not really getting, you know, it's more muffled for me. If anything, I would compare it to imagine wearing like headphones or a headset and then having your AirPods in at the same time. But instead of it going around and cupping your ear, it just sat on top of your ear. So it's very uncomfortable. And I didn't even say that as one of the things because I don't think anyone would understand how uncomfortable it is unless, I give them that whole imagine wearing an AirPod analogy. Um, and then yeah, so I just want that. And also it'll help with the noise when it comes to my migraines, because it will cancel out more of the background noise for me. So it's a kind of like a win-win situation there with a new headset. And then I also asked for like something that we can put like a filter, like an anti-glare filter that we can put on top of the like screens. And they're not too expensive or anything like that. And then I was also looking into just and then also like telling them like hey, like I maybe there's like a place that we can pick out in the office that I can go to that if I feel like I'm having an attack, I can just like rest in a dark area for a little bit and it not count against me or whatever like that. Like I can just do what I need to do and rest in that like dark area for a little bit and then come back out, or I can leave for the day and it not, have reprimand, like basically I won't be told, no, you can't do that or something like that. So so yeah, trying to figure all that out. So I'll be doing that meeting on Monday and we'll see how that meeting goes. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I don't want to say too much just because I don't want to get my hopes up and say, yeah, they're going to help me out for sure, like 100%, and then not have anything happen or them not able to, and, them telling me that this job's just not a right fit, which I am very scared of because I do like the vibes of this place. I like the people there, and I definitely think this is something I could do and at least get, a couple deals. I just really want to give it an honest, good try, and I feel like only being 2 weeks in and having to leave due to migraines. And it's not even, the migraines weren't even due to the actual labor of the job, it was due to building issues. Well, they were triggered by building issues, but because of my needing to leave and the leave of absences and stuff, that's what caused like the flag to come up, and that's what was causing issues. So we'll see how things go. But I also will want to make that clear, and I'm probably going to write like a letter or something being like, please note that these were triggered by events that were out of my control. Like, for example, on Monday, the building was on fire. And there was like a gasoline as in like, from the pump, not exhaust or anything like that. Um, that happened, and I'm really sensitive to just any scents, like in general, smells in general, very sensitive to it. One, because I'm hearing impaired and like blind, so my eyes and ears don't work, and all I have left is my nose. So my nose goes hard. And I could still smell the gasoline. So I went home, and because of the smell, it triggered my migraine. So I wasn't able to work on Tuesday. And that's not my fault. Like, that is not something I can control. That's not something that, like, the job can control. So I don't understand why that was something counted against me, especially when it was told to people like on Discord, like, hey, you can use your discretion if you don't feel comfortable, like you don't have to come back in, you can leave for the day basically. um and then I was like, okay, I'll stay and see what happens, and if we get the all clear, like, hey, this is what, you know, I'll try to stick it out and see if I can handle it. I'm trying to be a trooper. And, I've also been in the house since September of last year. Like, I generally want to be at work and doing things. Like, I don't want to be in my house. No offense to my house, but I've been here for a long time and I've seen these walls enough. I want to see different walls, okay? And I want to talk to people. I love my cat, but he cannot talk back, and I don't want to be in here long enough that he starts to talk back, if that makes any sense. I don't want to go insane, basically. So, like, I do want to work, but like I can't control that the building went on fire and that I'm sensitive to, smells. And, well, shit, like, what do you want from me? And the medication I take for my migraines like makes me unable to, one, unable to drive, two, I wouldn't be able to do my job. I'd just be so like, basically, you can't be in pain if you're knocked the fuck out. That's kind of what it is. But they also keep the migraines at bay, because I used to get them and they'd last like 4 days to about a week, and they were intensely painful. But now, due to the medication and a couple other things that I've been doing, to my with in my life or my lifestyle to help out, they usually last now like at most a day. Um, Sometimes I'll have like headaches that will last a little bit longer after that, just because I would, after the migraine, I'll just have like a consistent headache. Um, and then after that, usually they go away. Sometimes the headache does go away, sometimes it doesn't. Other triggers for my head are actually due to my neck. I've been in plenty of car accidents, and in those car accidents, I've gotten pretty bad whiplash, and that has caused my neck muscles to be all kind of fucked up. And, I'm an American, and I can't afford the things I need to do to get that fixed. And so, just, keeping my head up sometimes can be quite difficult. And usually I can manage it, do what I need to take care of it. But on top, like, usually by the end of the week, it's going to give me a headache. Usually by Friday, by like 4 p.m., I'm like, okay, I can't wait to go home. Like, I'm done for the week. My neck is literally telling me it's time to clock out. I literally cannot keep my head up. I need to go home and lay down. Like, this is it. I'm done for the week. My head do not want to be on my shoulders. And but because of the triggering of, the other triggers, I just got a migraine right away. What was I going along with this? So anyways, I'm not understanding why I was getting reprimanded for um me not being there and me choosing to leave, if it's due to the fact that the building is, not work, friendly. That shouldn't count against me. At least that's what I believe. And then I think it's just like because of the amount, I've already had two, which, by the way, you can only have three apparently, uh, called offs with no, I don't know. Anyways, I don't understand it. Um, well, the building again, we had an issue with the AC unit, or with the AC, and I work on the third floor of the building, and lo and behold, the AC was not working, and it was so goddamn hot that I was experiencing close to heat exhaustion. And that's quite scary, but I could tell because, you know, there's different symptoms and I was like experiencing a lot of them while being there. And while I say hot, I'm talking it was 76 degrees with about 50 to 60% humidity in the building, in the office where we were at. So I left because I was like, this is not safe for me to work here, or it's not good for me again. And then I got reprimanded, you know. Now I'm like, well, that absence count against me, and that shouldn't be the case, you know, because hey, it's not my fault that the building we're in is not adequate for working. Like, just because you as an employer decide the building is safe enough for a majority of employees to come back, that doesn't mean you should expect all your employees to be able to come. And you should not like reprimand or count against those who don't. Like, it should be understood that, hey, this is building is quite crap. But I also understand that I'm new. I literally have not been there that long, and I didn't have anything in my file saying that like it was a medical thing. But again, the AC not working, that's not really a medical thing. That's just something else. But with the migraines, I kind of understand. But again, it was triggered by, you know, the fire going off. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just very interesting what's happening to me. And yeah, we'll see how Monday goes. We will see how Monday goes. But I wanted to work today. No, it's okay. It's okay. I needed today off anyways because with the smoke going on and the air pollution, once again, my migraines have been triggered. I took the medication. Um, and so far so good. I'm not driving anywhere, so I'm not traveling anywhere, and I'm staying home and I'm just playing video games, so it's not a really big deal if I fall asleep here. If I just fall asleep while, you know, at my desk, not a big deal. But I could not be at work right now, so yeah. And I wonder how they're, as like society, but also as like a company, how they're going to handle more. Where the fuck is this last little bit? It's in the. Everything else is clean? Okay, now. I want 100% it. Office walls. What office? What the? They're probably so small that if I do hit tab, it's not gonna fucking show. Oh shit, it's all up there. Ha! That makes so much sense. I need to look up more. Okay. That's a my bad. Oops. So yeah, that's kind of like what's more recently been going on. I got some other personal stuff going on. I made new friends and stuff like that. So life's been good. You know, as Pitbull says, every day above ground is a great day. So I'll take it. I'm still here. I'm still living. I still got a roof over my head. I still got food. You know, I'm not struggling to get those, you know, and I have power, you know, I got AC going. I'm not, you know, I'm able to protect myself from the smoke and all that. So I am a-okay. Kind of need you to remind yourself of that stuff because you get so caught up in life that you kind of forget where, you know, how far you come and what you actually have because you're so focused on getting the next thing. You're so focused on just, you know, keep moving along. But I'm quite content with everything where I have right now. I just need to pay off some stuff. That's the thing I'm not content about, is that I have to pay it all off. Especially the medical stuff. I get the personal credit cards. That was my bad. That was something I did. That was something in my control. But me having a fall and all that medical debt, that is not in my control. And that is not something I feel like I should have to fork over. Like, you know, at this point, I'm probably forking over close to Oh God, if we put it all together, I don't even want to think. I don't really. I think it might be close to 20 grand that I'll have to end up paying for everything. And that's with insurance. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's just me doing the math in my head. I'm sure the real number's a little bit higher. I don't even want to think about it though. Like I said, playing video games. That's including the second surgery, not just the first surgery, because I had to have two. So, and apparently the hospital and the anesthesia is a two different things payments. And apparently the doctor and the hospital is also two different payments. And then like everybody wants freaking money, and insurance will only give you a discount for so much. It's literally what insurance is. It's just a fucking coupon at this point. That's what I feel like American health insurance is. It's just a fucking coupon. Pay us and we'll guarantee you get 20% off. Like, what the fuck? Give me more. I'm paying you like $400 a month for what? A 20% off gift card? What the fuck? What kind of deal is that? Oh, it's giving me a to do. Well, it's not finished. And I'm so let me finish it. Oh, hello. So yeah, now that I'm graduated, I'm just trying to find some bridge jobs to fill in my time while I try to build up my portfolio and stuff. I still definitely want to do creative things and be a creative person, but right now with the job market, I really have to take anything I can get. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Wee. So that's why I'm at this job, because it doesn't sound like anything like, I was going to be like a graphic designer, working in like marketing as like a campaign manager and stuff like that. Like that's I want to be a creative director eventually. That's like my main goal here, but I right now with the market, I'll take anything for experience. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say anything, but I will say that which walls? No, I'm just complaining. But I am getting good experience from this place, especially learning how to talk over the phone and learning how to use a dialer and what all that system works and how it works. So that's been good experience, and I know that will open up some doors. I'm not sure what type of doors, but doors. Any doors. I will take any of the doors. Just open, please. Let me in. But yeah. And I think another thing, like most, like why I'm not getting the creative jobs I want is because my portfolio, I just have not kept up with it because during the time of getting my bachelor's and dealing with COVID and just feeling so defeated overall, and I'm not really, while I was getting my bachelor's, I really didn't, I was like, to me, it didn't feel like the information was really like not I shouldn't say that it wasn't new because some of it was, but it felt more like I've heard these things before, but in different classes, and now you're just kind of like tying it all together and applying it to my degree. Does that make sense? Like we had like psychology of marketing or something like that, or because like psychology of the consumer, and it was basically just psychology 101. And I was like, how is this what and it was I think it was literally just because the class was like because it's about consumers and you need to know as like someone getting a mass communications degree, like you need to know what the general public thinks like. So I think that's like why, and I don't get me wrong, I learned a lot. I still have the book too. I plan on going back to reread some of the chapters because, you know, not every chapter was gone over. So it's not like I'm not disinterested. It was just at the time it felt so defeated because I wasn't sure how I could make the most of what I was doing at the time. I didn't have the foresight. Now I see the foresight because I'm at the end of the tunnel. So, and I learned a lot. It was just a really hard time. I moved out, COVID happened, so learning to live on my own while at the same time juggling a new relationship at the time and juggling working and just juggling owning what it was like to not own, but to live on your own and not and have different responsibilities and more responsibilities and trying to figure all that out all while going to school really fucked like everything up and really discouraged me from being creative for a very, very long time. It wasn't really recently until this year. And I mean, I tried throughout the years in the last like I'll say 10 years since I graduated high school. Or no, that's not true. Because then I would say 2019. Since 2019, like I really had not felt any desire to touch my portfolio. Like when people would talk about it, I couldn't even get really excited to talk about it. I didn't really want to talk about it. Like I would just avoid the topic in general because I was just like, I don't want to think about this right now. And then all of a sudden AI came out, so I got a little bit more defeated. And so, but now I'm just at the point where I'm like, I want to be creative. This is something I want to do. So I'm going to just fucking do it because I want to do it. And I just need to do it for me and no one else. Like, why am I waiting for external validation? What, from who? Like, why do I give a fuck? Why do I give a fuck about these people and what they think? Just fucking post. Be creative. It doesn't have to be good. Just create something. You can make it better later. But if you don't put it down the first time at all, it's just going to sit there and then what? Like, seriously, then what? It just sits there. Okay. At least now it's not in your head anymore, and it's an actual thing that exists. And now you can expand on it, talk about it, or hell, you can even throw it away if it's a shit idea. Like, I don't I don't know what was going on. I think a lot of this also has to deal with the fact that I'm finally on the medication need to be on for my mental health, while also um recently, just due because of the medical shortages and stuff like that we were having because even though I've been on the medication I needed, it was just really hard to get for quite a while. I've been on it since 23, 22 maybe. Um it was quite hard to get. It was not consistent. It wasn't consistent until I want to say basically this year, and even that has a little bit of a bump too. So, but now that I've been on it and I've been staying on it and consistent, and by staying on it, I mean I'm not a dumbass and I don't forget. Like I set a timer now and like I make sure to take my medication. Like I have like the end of the day, you must take it now before the day fucking ends, like timer. That's at 9 p.m., even though I should probably bump it up. That's a little too late, but it's better than never, so, or forgetting. So I did forget on Saturday, so, but one day out of the month or out of the last 2 months is better than a fucking week or 2 weeks. I've done that before. And that's scary, especially when you have things that can affect your state of mind and shit. So I'm trying to be better about that. But now that I've been on it consistently, like I can definitely tell a difference in my mental health and how I think, how I process things, and I'm able to do a lot more. I have a lot more focused and energy in my mind because I'm not spending all day, using conscious effort to remember things that most people just assume. Um, it's medication for my ADHD. So most people assume when they write a list and you say, "Oh, you don't have to put the fact that you just put down that you're going to the gym that day." Well, for us ADHD people, I would have to write, okay, going to the gym, and then after the gym, taking a shower, make sure to put the clothes away. And like, I have to write down step by step, like literally step by step, because otherwise I'll forget. While for most people, it's assumed because, they have executive functioning and they can just, think to themselves, okay, what do I need to do for this task? And how can I succeed? And okay, I'll just do it. It's not really a thought process. Versus for me, I'm like, I gotta actually sit down and think about this because I don't have that. I don't have executive functioning in my brain. So, yeah, that's kind of in the life update. Not much, but a lot at once. But hey, I like this little life of mine, especially now it is getting better, so. Where the fuck is the dirt? What wall? What wall are you talking about? I'm hitting tab. Hello? Hello, 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 hello. What wow? What wow? What wow? Dude, I used to love Scooby-Doo as a kid. So much so that like my mother um yeah, I guess you can call her that. Um she drew like Shaggy, Scooby, and I guess I also I don't know if the Mystery Machine was also on the wall. Yeah, but she drew it. It was really cool. I don't know why she decided to use, I think she used crayons on a white wall. Which, hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're broke, especially when, you know, I think I was quite young at the time, so she must have been like in her early to mid 30s, or not 30s, 20s at the time. So, hell yeah. Good on her for, you know, wanting to decorate my room and thinking, yeah, I'm gonna take a pack of crayons and draw on the fucking wall. And then yell at me for drawing on the wall. Like, what the fuck? That did not help my little brain. I was like, what do you mean? You can draw on the wall, but I can't draw on the wall? Like, what? That's not fair. I'm a baby and I know that's not fair. What the fuck? But I get it. Now as an adult, I get it. You're like, I don't want your stupid ass scribbles on the wall versus my actual, you know, good art. But I wouldn't say that to a kid. I don't think that was what was said to me either. I'm sure she came up with some excuse or distraction. What walls? I hate the walls. I'm literally about to go insane. Where? 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 Oh, where? Oh, where shall you be? What fucking wall is it? I think this is why I eventually stopped playing this game, because I'd get so frustrated when it came to shit like this that I was like, I don't. Like, and I know that's not a wall, but now I'm at this point just like trying to cover every fucking shadow I see and hoping that that's what it means by wall. Hello? Like, I don't want to keep spamming tab because my mic will pick it up. My mic is weird on what it will, like my mic is really sensitive, but it's good because I don't want to be talking in like my the voice that I use on the phone. Well, not that voice, but I mean like the volume at which I have to speak at all the time for work and stuff. And like, you know, that presenter volume you get when you're talking to a big crowd of people or a room of people, you want to kind of like project your voice. Um, and at work, even though I'm wearing a headset and the mic is right next to my fucking mouth, people really have a hard time hearing. So I tend to use my projecting voice, and that gets tiring doing that for 8 hours a day. I haven't done it 5 days a week yet because just everything. It was like, got hired, trained, which training, we weren't on the phone for that long, if at all. We were mostly like shadowing and taking notes and stuff like that. And then it was 4th of July weekend. Then it was so we didn't work that Friday because the Friday was the 3rd. And then, oh, it's this wall. And then, oh yay, job complete. Okay, woohoo. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the thingy here. The time lapse. Actually, they came out with a second game for this. No, fuck the skate park. That skate park, I still can't find the spot. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean there's like one little spot that I can't find? But What was I talking about? I don't know. Jobs and stuff. I hate the job market. Literally, like, how do you have spam job postings that aren't like real jobs? Like, I had one that was like one of these, like, I was just fucking around to see what it was, but I could tell that it was like AI the whole entire time. And eventually it was like this thing, they made it sound like we were going to review, um, do like reviews on data and stuff like that. And I thought it was really interesting. Like, oh, we're going to be helping people like with their data, or like companies with the data that they have, um, about their advertisements and stuff like that. And like, we were going to look into that to make sure, whatever. Anyways, turns out it was nothing like that. It was just like one of those things where like, oh, fill out surveys or some stupid shit like that. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That is so dumb. That's not an actual fucking job. And it like had a building and everything, and it turns out the building was like a virtual address, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So it looked legit, but until I looked up the actual address, and I was like, this is a virtual office. You can use this office to get any of your business mail, if for your virtual businesses. And I'm like, oh my god, use this. And I was like, yep, this is definitely a scam. I never read all the text. Were there always this many of them? I've never remembered them being this annoying. I do not remember them being that annoying. Also, what the fuck happened to this car? Isn't there like a game theory on what happened here? I honestly should go back and watch that or whatever. I don't know what theories they came up with on what the fuck is going on here. I'm sure there is an actual storyline too. You don't just put all this text in for nothing. I don't care. I am gonna step on the car. Alright, am I gonna need like special shit for the rust and all that, or yeah, can I just use a different nozzle? Let's see what I can get off with this before I switch. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do anything. Yeah, nothing. Okay, I think that's gonna do what it did. Not gonna do much more. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, getting a text message. Ignoring that. I'm not working today, so I don't have to think about replying to shit. That's the other thing, like they didn't give us like an actual like extra phone number for a direct line or anything like that, so we have to give out our personal phone number to like get direct line calls. So that's kind of annoying. Oh, the soaps. I guess the metal. I'm just gonna buy all the ones that are in stock. I don't care. Maybe I should do that with all of them. I have enough money. I knew I was saving up for something though. Okay, cool. So I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm sure this is like the more fancy one. I'm not sure. Oh, that's what I was gonna save up for. Oh, I have enough. Bye. Oh, I'm gonna have to get all this. I think I got most of this though. What is this one? Okay, cool. Oh, I might not know. Might not have what I need, what I need, what I need, what I need. I guess nope. Bye. I guess I have it already. Like, oh, I don't have enough. I do not have enough. Oh boy. Why am I getting all these texts? Why is it when I have nothing? Why is it when I'm busy I get a shit ton of text? Oh, it's just a fucking spam text about some political bullshit. So sick of those. I'm so fucking sick of those, man. I really fucking hate them. I really fucking do. Sorry for all the swearing, but those are annoying as shit. Will this do anything? I don't think it did anything. Anyways, can I switch my shit up? Will this do what I need it to do? It will! Okay, cool. As long as something fucking worked. Oh, man. Thirsty. Get some water. Man. Water's nice. Water's good. Water's nice. Water's good. Water's nice. Water is good. It's good for the soul, you know? It's good for the soul. Ah, man. Man, oh man. Almighty. If you're wondering what's happening and because you're not seeing an ad, there's an ad break happening. So just in case there is ads, I'm not doing much right now. And also, I needed a break anyways. It's only 2 minutes. You're not missing much. If anyone's here at all. I'm thinking of maybe like doing a thing where I post the VODs on YouTube. So I know Twitch changed how their VOD system works or now or something like that. I have no idea. So, but just so kind of I have a record of it. Like I think that would be cool starting now on that I have like a little like record for myself of all my streams. I think it would be really cute. Like, cause imagine if like, I have like children in the future and their kids want to get to know their grandmother or something, like they can just watch my streams. Like, how cute is that? I like that. I really do. Like, they can get to know me at all different ages too. Like, that honestly, that sounds so fun and so cute. And I hope I can keep it up. I hope this is something I can do. If not weekly or daily or anything like that. Even if it's like once a month that I stream, like I'll be happy with that. I really do enjoying it though, and I do miss my friends that popped on. So if I know I'm more consistent, like I can get them all coming back and stuff, and hanging out in the chat. I kind of treat my or see my Twitch stream as kind of like a place where I just hang out and play video games, and my friends can just come and watch and hang out with me for a little bit, because I don't know what's going on in their lives. They probably don't have time to sit around and just hear me yap while we play video games anymore. So might as well stream so that way, no matter where they are, they can, hear my fucking yapping. Which, God bless you guys. God bless anyone who's my friend. I started saying that a lot. I'm not. I'm not a Christian or Catholic person, but at work I've been hearing it a lot from the people I talk about and over the phone and stuff, or not the people around, not talk about. The people around me use it a lot because the people on the phone sometimes say it, and it just feels really weird not to say it back or say you too, but now that I'm hearing it, I've just been using it a lot more. I don't want it to become normal though. Because it's just not something I believe in, so I don't feel like I should be saying it really. But I have a habit of just repeating what I hear, so. And by that I mean, like, if I hear, like, so if I, like, for example, like, the vocal stems, when you hear something, sometimes it happens with people too. It doesn't just happen from watching videos and memes and shit on the internet and TV and stuff. Like, I just hear it a lot around me, so. That's been kind of one of my go-tos when I see something stupid. I just mumble, God bless you. Because you are so fucking stupid, you need the extra help. I don't finish it, I just say the first part. Oh man. Ah, my nose itches. It's never at a convenient time that your nose itches. I mean, when is it ever a convenient time for your nose to itch? But this is, you know, extra, extra annoying when your hands are busy and your nose is like, and I'm going to itch now. Your left nostril itches. Like, why? What is happening? Oh, the air quality's so bad around me that it looks like someone put on a sepia filter around the whole place. Or the Mexican filter, you know, the you see in movies where all of a sudden, like, they go to Mexico and for whatever reason it's just more fucking yellow on the screen. You're like, okay, that's how we know we're in Mexico. The world just turns fucking yellow. But that's what it looks like outside. um, so, but it also smells like a campfire. At one point it smelled like the campfire was burning. Now it smells like the campfire smell that's been left over on your clothes. Hopefully the air will clear up soon and it will no longer smell like the campfire on my clothes, or on me, like, at all. I don't hate the smell, but it's very strong right now. So again, migraines, it gives me migraines. That's another thing too. And I'm not going to bitch about it at work because I don't have asthma. It doesn't cause me breathing problems. But a lot of people at work, because they smoke, they layer on their fucking cologne like no other. And it drives me crazy. Like, dude, I'd rather smell your cigarette, like your slight smell of cigarette smoke that you might have, over the, like, fucking drenched ass cologne that you have. Like, you don't have to put a lot to mask the smell. Like, why are you putting on so freaking much? And also, like, learn some different tips to help with the smell. Like, especially if you've been smoking for a while, like, you don't need to put that much on. You should know by now how much you need to put on. And honestly, it's not much, especially if you wash your hands and chew a piece of gum before coming back in. Like, you'll be fine. But no, you're just gonna layer on the fucking cologne because apparently washing your hands is too much to ask and chewing a piece of gum is too much to ask. Like, seriously. And if you still think it smells, you just stand outside a little bit not smoking. Like, that will also help air your shit out. Like, let yourself air out for you coming back in. Like, god damn. And then one person was like burning an actual fucking candle at work. Like, we didn't just have a fire on Monday. They're like, oh yeah, let me burn a candle and make it even more smelly in this bitch. And I don't hate that coworker, but I did not think that was a smart move. I didn't say anything, but I did not think that was a smart move. I was like, huh? Like, don't get me wrong, I know it smells, but do you not smell all the, like, 50 million different colognes that from all the men that work here? Like, I don't think we need your candle scent on top of it, but hey, cute candle, I guess. Surprised you're allowed to even have it and that it's burning, but alright. Well, have it burning to begin with. Don't see why they wouldn't allow you to just have it on your desk. You know, if you just want like aesthetics or whatever, but to actually like let the person fucking burn the candle. Damn. So I feel like it's somewhere underneath here. That's why I'm doing this. Oh, wrong. Oh, I am hitting right. Ah! Okay. Cool. Did we get it all? Did we get it all? Do you see anything lighting up? Okay, I don't see anything lighting up. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a lot. Smoke. There's smoke in the sky. Yeah, there's smoke everywhere right now. It's crazy. I was not expecting it to be this bad, and it's worse than it was with the last Canadian wildfires. And I feel so bad because, you know, they came out and helped us with California, but, you know, us Americans, we ain't helping doing shit. We like to be in people's business, but help you? No. Helping you doesn't make us money, so why should we help? I hate that. I really fucking do. God, I hate what this country has become. It is not the America I wanted or knew growing up. Granted, even that America I didn't really like, but what the fuck is going on now? I'll take that. I'll take George Bush again over fucking the second George Bush, not the first one. I'll take him again over fucking anybody else right now. Anybody else. Anybody. Anybody help? Can anybody help? And that's the other thing. I'm like, should I even be asking for help? Who the fuck knows? Oh, beer. Oh, the mirrors, the wing mirrors. Okay. Wait, I thought this was good. Oh. Oh, I don't know why I'm crouching. I guess I felt the need to crouch, I guess. I don't know. How often do you guys wash your actual cars? I don't think I wash them as enough as I should. I never know where the time-lapse camera is. That wasn't as satisfying as the last one. They're not satisfying if they're like short. They're not satisfying if it's short. The time lapse. What the fuck? Oh man. Oh, time has been flying. Time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're having fun. Oh man. Oh, I have to hit continue. I thought it was loading. I was like waiting for something. Like The Sims. Whew. Power blasting the motorcycle and the little car. I think these cars are so cute. Like the little sidecars. They're so fucking adorable. I love them. Oh, do I have enough money to get the things for the cleaner? Or do I have that? Wait, what was I needing money for again? I mean, I always need money. In real life, I always fucking need money, but... Which one am I using right now? The heavy duty one, right? I can't afford the professional one yet, but I can afford the 3,000. It's the 3,000. It's the 3,000. Remember that. 3,000. 3,000? 3,000? Ah. Oh, I don't need the thingy for the 3,000. Yes, I do. Haha, I can buy the soap nozzle now. Woohoo! Now I have less than $200. Anyways, I want to try to see how much the soap can get off. Metal. It is metal. Mental illness, isn't it? Mental illness, isn't it? Supposed to be said in a British accent, and I do not feel like trying a British accent right now. I would butcher the shit out of it. And while I don't mind offending the Brits, I'm not. I'm not looking forward. I don't really want to. I don't mind if it happens, especially if I'm doing a bad British impression. I'm sure they do a lot of American impressions, especially when it comes to some vocal stems and shit. I'm sure. I wish our media would cross over more when it comes to worldly stuff. Like, that's the one thing I don't like about our media in America, at least, that it's not like, unlike the BBC and like the stuff like that, like, where along with like the like what is offered on your TV isn't just American made programs. There are other like programs that are made from other places, and you know, you have more of a branching area. I guess it also helps being so close together, you know. It's probably easier to get the media and stuff like that. But it's just like, unless you want to buy it extra, it's not just offered in the pack. Versus, I'm not sure how it works over in the UK, but like when I was visiting, when I traveled there as a young little lady, um as a young gal, I was just watching the BBC in the hotel sometimes because it was like one of your guys' first heat waves back in like the 2010s. And you know, there's no AC and I just was not sleeping well, so what else is there to do when everything else is closed down besides let's watch some TV, let's watch some BBC. What's on, you know, what's on the BBC? What kind of, you know, entertainment does old England have here? So it was, I got introduced to well, I got introduced to Doctor Who, but it wasn't in England. I actually got introduced to Doctor Who while I was in Dominican Republic, which, you know, I have to say, I will not, I forever am grateful that I was able to travel with my grandparents and that they were willing to bring me along to all these cool places because, even though at the time I was probably, you know, a depressed bitch, you know, teenager going through it, I didn't really actually, I couldn't fully appreciate what was happening at the time just due to being, you know, mentally ill and not being medicated at the time because we were still in the process of figuring stuff out, and also I was growing and all that. But anyways, I digress. Um what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I wanted to stay in and watch some TV, you know, being a teenager and see what was on TV, and I was kind of introduced to some of more of like the reality, I wouldn't say reality, like the TV host type show, like the one where God, I can't think of the name, but they're like, I don't know, I was just introduced to a lot of different shows and I started watching them when I got back home, and then eventually that led to me finding the Taskmaster and all that jazz. So it's been fun, but I wish that was more, you know, that's something you actually have to like seek out and know about in America. It's like I said, it's not something I can't just have the, like, if I wanted the French news, I'd have to pay extra fucking for it or find it online or something. With the BBC, I think it was just you guys had more otherworldly news on, and it was, you know, different languages and stuff like that, and it wasn't extra fee. It was just like, nope, this is offered to you, and I was like, I that was kind of great. That was kind of nice just to kind of see what everybody was up to, and that's not something we have here unless you pay extra for it. They already cost you arm and leg for fucking normal cable anyways. That's why everyone went to streaming services, and now streaming services cost a fucking arm and leg. And even then, you like, if you want like the Spanish telenovela channels and all that jazz, like they make you pay extra for it too. And I'm like, God damn. Why isn't some of this shit included? Like, not all of it has to be included, but like, you can't even give them some channels. It's gotten better with smart TVs. I know smart TVs aren't the same as like actual cable stuff, but like still do better. I think that's another thing that I've learned recently, just like learning corporate America, is that people, companies and people, and I don't want to say people in general. I think people like outside of corporate, they generally want to do better and be better people. Maybe not everybody, but most people generally want to be better people, and most people are caring and things like that. They just may not understand, and all that jazz, blah blah blah, whatever. I digress. But as companies, it's really hard, and I don't understand why. And I know it's because they're more money focused and that's all they see and that's really all they fucking care about. But that's sad to me. Like, imagine loving something that doesn't even give you back its value most of the time. Like, what the fuck? Like, if money was a person, none of us would love it as much. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. If money was a person, would you be trying to work this hard to get it? And the answer is no. So that's why I'm always like, uh, why are we doing so much for something that it doesn't always give us an investment back and really only value, it's like very like materialistic, and that's not just, I guess that's just the difference in who I am. And I guess that's why there's a lot of people came to America, because you could be entrepreneurs, and I get that. Like, I can be a freelancer and I can do my own jobs and I can, do what I gotta do, and I can make that a business if need be. And if I wanted to become like a studio or something to help out big companies and uh do advertisement stuff, and then eventually down the line maybe like hire graphic designers to be on a team or something like that. I don't know. Um but yeah, I digress. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But at the same time, I do. Like, it buys me things. It gives me it provides a roof over my head. It, it makes life easier. Money won't make you happy, but it sure makes life hell of a lot easier. I will say that. I will say that for sure. But once you have like stability, once you have something stable, that's where you can really like thrive, and that's where I'm at, and I really don't want it to go, so I'm working my ass off to keep it, to keep keep things stable, because I want to continue doing my life and I want to thrive in my life and I want to do cool things and stuff. But at the same time, to do that and get the things I need, I have to balance working in general and getting money. Um, so right now at this new job, doing this new job, even though I didn't think it was something I could do, and I'm doing it anyways, giving it a shot. And really, I'm doing it, and I won't lie, to get the money, because the money can be really good if, you can get it. And so that is what I am trying to do. Oh my god, it's just really just that fucking wheel. Do I need to like, what is happening? Wait. Something. Tire. What? I'm just gonna change it to this one. See if, nope, I thought I changed it. I thought I changed the nozzle. What happened? Yeah, I just want to create more things. I just want to create more things. More things that I consume. Media wise. Just in life in general, too. What is left? Why? I hate this. What is left? I'm gonna go escape. What is left? The mud guard, okay. Okay. Am I just blind? I feel like I'm blind. I'm not blind. I just can't see what apparently the game thinks is so obvious. Did you guys see that flicker, or was that just me? Like, I got a big flicker. I don't know if that showed up in the game or not. That's terrifying. I don't like when my computer does things that it shouldn't, you know, do. What do you mean? What do you mean? Where? Bitch, where is this dirt? Where? Seriously, where? Oh, it's on the sidecar. I thought I got this all done. I thought it was all good. Apparently not. Okay, let me hit tab again. Oh, it's that little bit? Seriously? I'm about to like re-clean this. Okay, where else is this? Oh, it's underneath. Okay, I see. I see the problem. And that problem was me. Yeah, because it would be something stupid like that. Like, oh, the inside of the exhaust. I'm like, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Well, hello? Hello? My crouch is stuck. My control? Hello, control? Mission control? Oh, I couldn't get up because of that. Seriously? Seriously. Okay then. Can't be mad at that, I guess. I don't really want to be mad at it anyways. Oh, there it goes. Exhaust clean. Where the fuck else is it? Oh, I'm hitting control like it's tab and it's not tab, and that's why it's causing me issues. I'm like, why is it not blinking at me? Showing me what I need to clean. What is this? What is this? What is this? Where the hell is it? What am I missing? What the fuck am I missing? Seriously? Okay, I'm gonna hit tab. Does anyone see anything light up? Is it this? Am I too close? Is it that little thing? I don't think it's that. What is it? The fuck? God, is this gonna be like that, the skate park? Where I just fucking give up? What the fuck? Like, I'm very confused right now. Like, very confused. Oh, it's right. Wow. How? How? I had to be right here. And even then, what? I'm sorry. Repeat that. Do you want to repeat that? You want to fucking repeat that again? Why? How? Okay, so I can't get that close because then it doesn't fucking work. How am I supposed to get that? I'm sure there's a way. I'm just being very obtuse about it. I like that word, obtuse. I've been also trying to expand my vocabulary. Like, it's not something I think about, but every once in a while, I'm like, I need to come up with more words to say because I'm sick of my own dictionary. Like, I keep hearing myself repeat the same shit over and over again, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to hear these words come out of my mouth any fucking more. So, what the fuck is it talking about? What is it referring to? Oh, what the? I am pointing to it. Okay. Why is it not clean? Is it the other side? What the fuck? We all see what I'm pointing to, right? And it says that there's nothing to clean left on it, but it's still on my to-do list for some reason. Do you see the dirt? I'm hitting tab. Do you see any orange here? Hello? Oh, you got the Velcro. I'm gonna pop some tags. Why is that song like coming in my head all of a sudden? I haven't heard that song in a hot minute, but my brain's like, hey, you said the word hey. So let's start there. I'm like, oh shit. But what if I don't? Dude, the spook sets. Yeah, you mean this? You mean this? The the thing that I'm pointing at, and which I see no issue with whatsoever. And when I hit tab, do you see anything lighting up on them? No. Okay, I'm gonna try the metal cleaner. Maybe just using that will like trigger it to go away, whatever the fuck it is, wherever it is. Like where? Where? Oh no, I might give up on this. This is ridiculous. Oh, is it talking about the ones back here? Wow. Fuck that. All right. That kind of made me angry. Again? Oh, more cars. I'll do the fire truck. Because you know, Canada's on fire. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Sorry, I cracked my neck. Probably couldn't hear it, but that's okay. Didn't need to. Oh yeah, this is a metal cleaner, so I should probably just focus on metal stuff. I'm sure most of the truck is metal, so I'll be fine. I feel like the cleaners help a lot. I just hate using them because you could use them up so freaking quickly, and I have to pay for them when I want more. So, but like I already got 14% done, and all I've done is spray the fucking cleaner. The metal cleaner. That's all I've done so far, and it's like already looking so much better. I don't know what cat the game is referring to, but I'm glad that there's a theory it's not missing, I guess. I don't know. Boop, boop, boop. Sup? Thanks for popping in. Actually, soap doesn't help. Just gets rid of the dirt, but you have to look for tiny dirts later and it becomes hard. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. No wonder I get so pissed off by the end of the game. I'm just making it worse for myself. I don't mind. It's kind of fun watching it get really cleaned off. I don't mind. It keeps me playing the game longer anyways. Alright, I don't want to refill it, so I'll go to the water. I'll just go back to the... I can do the turbo spin one. That one's fun. Doesn't get much done, but it spins. It spins. Well, thank you for popping in, Black Cage. How you doing today? How are you, my dude? I hope you're doing well. Would you like any help? Oh, no, you know what? I appreciate it, but I'm gonna I just kind of want to chill and do it myself. I'm kind of just relaxing right now, but I appreciate it. I do, I do, I do. I'm doing good. Just popping in streams, offering to help people that need cleaning. Oh, awesome. That's awesome of you. I hope you enjoy, popping in on other people's streams. I appreciate it. It's nice when you have someone come into the chat with you, even if it's just for a little bit. Thanks for the follow, man.
Black Cage 3 just followed.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna change the nozzle. 15's fine. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while, so I have to redo all my alerts and stuff like that. I just have the basic ones right now. I figured that was good enough. You're very welcome. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. I haven't streamed that in a long ass while. Life kind of got in the way, and I'm trying to come back to it and, you know, have a fun hobby and kind of create a space for anybody to pop in, but, mostly my friends because they're all busy now with their busy lives. They can pop in and hear me yap for a bit and say hello and stuff. So, welcome to the... Welcome, man. Just welcome. But yeah, I just decided to stream today because I am not able to work today due to the smoke going on, the air quality around me. So yeah, the air quality around me is pretty bad and it triggers my migraine. So I wasn't able to go into work. And the medication I take for my migraines, I am unable to drive a vehicle. The warning of like, you should not operate heavy machinery. And most people think like forklifts. No, they mean cars. They mean cars. So yeah, so I took the meds. I'm unable to drive. Therefore, I was not able to go in. But I can play some video games. So that's why I'm here. Hope to see you around more. Yeah, but I'm just cleaning. I like this game. It's good to sit back and chat with. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Hopefully you are not dealing with the crappy air quality that I am dealing with. It smelled like, yesterday it smelled like a campfire was burning, and now today it smells like, the campfire smell that's left on your... Yeah, try to come back more. Have a good one, man. I appreciate you popping in. But yeah, I was just saying, like, it smells like, it went from campfire burning to like the campfire smell that's left over on your clothes the day after the campfire. So it's getting better, but it is what it is. I'll be happy when it clears up. Can't wait for it to do so. Oh, I hit E on accident. Oh, again, my nose. So itchy, 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 itchy. I wonder what the second game is compared to this one. I don't understand why they made a second game. They could, I don't know. I thought they could just add more like DLCs to this one, but I guess maybe like an engine update. I have no idea. I'm not don't nothing about making video games, so I'm just talking out of my ass. But yeah. God, I miss Jenna Marbles. I should probably watch some of her content. I shouldn't say older because she's not making any new ones, so they're just her content. But I should watch some of her videos. It's been a minute. Maybe I'll watch Julian too. It's been a while since I've watched any of his stuff. I wonder what's going on with them. Like, I know them. I wonder what's going on with them, as if I know who they are in real life. Nah, but seriously, I really... There's some, like, streamers and stuff like that that I actually generally, like, enjoy watching now. I've become a lot pickier as I've gotten older with who I watch. And, what I watch. So, but anyways, yeah, I generally really enjoyed their stuff, and it kind of hit at a perfect time with COVID and everything. That I kind of got into Jenna was around that time, and then shortly thereafter, that's when she left, I believe, if my timeline's correct in my head, but who knows at this point. I have my recollection of the last, like, since 2019 has been pretty blurry, to be honest. I think that has to do with my, like, accidents that I've been in, and also just in general, like, the surgeries and all that. Just mainly stress, to be honest. Just stress. And then also just a lot happening over, you know, a short period of time. Like, I still don't think I even fully processed that I had lost a grandmother. And that was like in 2021. And that I reconnected with my siblings too. Like, that's the other thing too. That's honestly the best thing to come out of my, like, 20s is getting back in contact with them. I'm so happy that happened. I think yeah, it makes life a lot better when, you can have connections without having to deal with parents getting in the way and causing issues. So, rehabbing my ankle has not been fun at all. Sorry, I was taking a sip of water there. But rehabbing my ankle has not been fun at all. Unfortunately, I cannot afford the copay that is for physical therapy. It's, $50 adds up pretty quickly, especially when they want you to go, 2 to 3 times a week if possible. So I've just been kind of doing the exercises. I went to like a couple of appointments before my insurance was like, yeah, it's a new year, so we're not gonna cover any more of your PT. Um, so good luck with that. I'm like, okay, thanks. I can't afford it. Thanks. Love that. It went from I might be able to afford PT to now I can't afford it at all. Because insurance is like, yeah, you have to pay out of pocket now. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's $50. What the? And I'm just like, okay, well, I can't afford that. So I'm just going to do the exercises I were taught at the very few appointments that I was able to do and go from there. But I've also looked up some stuff and some exercises I can do. And it's just, any extra ankle exercises and just making sure that I'm listening to my body. Also rebuilding leg muscle too. I did not realize how much of my muscles I don't say deteriorated. I mean, I guess that's the right word. I have no idea. Just kind of like vanished when sitting on your ass for September until basically March of this year, but then I had to sit on my ass again for 2 weeks in May. So, and I mean, I barely even did that. Hell, I mean, I was not, I'm gonna be honest, I did not take to being told to sit still very well. So it was a struggle. It was a struggle. But anyways, now that I actually am cleared to walk and put full weight on my ankle, um, I gotta build up that muscle again, and my left leg is like significantly weaker. And because of that, sorry, I don't know if it's picked up on my mic, but my phone vibrated for some reason. Why is my phone vibrating? It don't need to. It don't need to. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just felt a vibration of something else and thought it was my phone. I have no idea. I don't like that. Random vibrations. What the fuck? Oh, handle cleaned. Nice. Uh, ooh, I want to go see the Odyssey movie. Mainly because it has Robert Pattinson and Tom Holland in it, and they're like two of my favorite people to see on screen. Tom Holland, like I watched like most of just his Spider-Man stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen him in anything else, but I honestly don't know, has he been in anything else? Or was like Spider-Man his first gig? Which, by the way, what a fucking first gig to get if it is. I'm not quite sure. I'm sure he's been in other things, but I have no clue about any of them. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm excited to see that. I enjoy Tom Holland on the Spider-Man scene, so I want to see what he will do in a different type of role because I'm not sure he's gonna have that, Peter Parker, I'm a hero type guy and all that stuff. So it might be a completely different type of character. So I'm excited for that. And then I enjoy Robert Pattinson's just not only acting but his movie choices that he chooses to be in. Kind of really tells you a lot about an actor, and he's really in it for, the art of making films and the art of acting. And, he's not just choosing to be, an actor for, I'm sure the wealth is a big part of it, but you can definitely tell when a celebrity is like really into the job versus some celebrities who are like, yeah, I'm just here and I make good money and I got lucky. Like, you know what I mean? Which is fine. Both are very valid, and I'm not saying either one's a bad actor, but you can definitely tell the people who are like have their heart in it versus it's like, oh, this is just a job that I happen to be really good at. So, no hate to either one, but you can tell. And I know Robert Pattinson, he's definitely like, oh, yeah, no, I actually have my heart, and this is something I actually want to do, and, that I'm good at, and all that stuff. So I'm excited to see, because I saw the Batman and I saw him in Lighthouse, Robert Pattinson. So I'm excited to see Odyssey. I think it might be something I go see this weekend. With I was gonna go to the beach and stuff this weekend, but with the air quality being as shit as it is, I'm not sure if my friend Erica, if she's still doing her birthday party stuff on the beach. I don't blame her if she decides not to. It's too fucking, I can't breathe this shit in, so I wouldn't be able to go anyways. But I was kind of hyped for that, so now I'm trying to figure out if I can find something else to be hyped about. I might DoorDash tomorrow to make up for not being able to work because of the migraine stuff, just so that I can have some cash coming in for this week, because otherwise I'm not getting paid for my time, obviously, because I'm not there, which is totally fair. No hate. It is what it is. So it'd be a little bit of being productive and a little bit of doing some cool stuff. It's been a while since I've gone to the movies, like gone and seen an actual movie in the theater. Mainly because like they probably have different closed caption systems, but mainly because of the closed caption systems that I've experienced in the past, they weren't very good, and they had trouble like keeping up with the if there was like more than one voice on talking at the once, it would really struggle with like keeping up with the captions and the timing. So it got more distracting to try to figure out what's actually being said versus what I'm reading. I couldn't actually like enjoy the movie because I was missing parts of it. So, but I think someone told me the locations now have like a new caption system. So I will be happy to go back and give it a try and then go from there, because I really do enjoy going to the movies. It was something me and my dad, my late dad who passed away when I was quite young, we used to go to the movies a lot before, unfortunately, he passed away. And that was something that I kept doing, and some of my family has kept doing to kind of keep his memory alive, was going to the movies. So, and it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've gone. Granted, there hasn't been much to go to the movies for recently until this year. I'm like Barbie. I think Barbie's the last one I've seen actually in theater. I'm not sure. Maybe I saw one more movie after that in theater. Maybe, but I think Barbie was the actual last one. No, I think I saw something else, but I don't remember what. I'm sure my roommate can remind me what it was. Yeah, we did go see one after Barbie, but honestly, could not tell you what movie it was. That's so sad. Oh, speaking of movies, this year I decided to make like a really easy New Year's resolution that I could stick with. And I decided to watch one movie a week, and I got ahead, and then because I got ahead, I stopped doing it, and now I'm behind. So, but I do have to log a couple more movies. We watched the old Spider-Man, like the very first one with Tobey Maguire. That was a good one. I will say I was mostly on my phone that time, but I've seen that movie so much because my younger brother was like obsessed with Spider-Man. So I've seen that one. But even seeing it as much as I had, I thought I would remember everything about the movie, but no, there were some scenes I did not remember at all. So it was actually really fun to watch, like rewatch again. Definitely did not put much attention into it, but hey, can't have everything, I guess. You can't have everything. Jeez, I should not sing. I'm sorry about that. That was rough. Anything to help with rust? No, is it just like I have to change the thing? And put on the extension, maybe that will help. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I just have to do this slow. Yeah, I think this is gonna be my last one because my throat's already like starting to dry out from talking. Which is crazy to think. And I guess because I'm not using my usual like projecting voice, I'm not taking as many precautions to, my voice and taking care of it like I would at work. I'm also not taking as many sip breaks as I would at work here. I'm trying to, not have dead air versus at work. I have to wait for a call to come into the dial, which can usually can take anywhere between instantly right after the last call that I hung up on, or it will be like at max 30 seconds, depending on how slow the dialer is. But yeah, like max 30 seconds that I have in between. And usually I'm taking a sip of water, chewing on something and stuff like that, just to kind of keep, the saliva from drying out. That really does help. But not doing that here because I got to worry about dead air. Silent air on streaming. If you didn't know what that meant, or radio. It's just a silent air. You don't really want that when you're live. Kind of like a rule. The golden rule of broadcasting, I guess, is you really don't want silence on dead air. People will leave. And you don't want people to leave. You want them to stay and you want to keep their attention for as long as possible. And if that means you just have to keep yammering on about nothing, then yammer it on about nothing. uh and yeah, this is a whole different beast versus talking on the phone. Just kind of happy that I didn't have to do 300 calls today. No, I actually had a couple follow ups and calls, but and a pitch that I would have been able to do today, but like I said, work was not possible due to the migraine, so better be safe than sorry. But I had a good day. I had an excellent day. Decent day. I had a decent day. Like I went to the doctor's to get the doctor's note so I could go back to work because that's what I needed. And then I get told halfway, I was like, I'm going to pick up Tim Hortons for me and my friend. And then I was told halfway to work, or halfway after picking up the Tim Hortons and like halfway to the job location, hey, HR is not in and HR needs to be here. I'm like, oh, okay, then I guess I'm not coming in. But let me at least drop off my friend's coffee. I got it for her and it's her birthday, so might as well, drop it off while we can, right? So that's what I did. And then I started to feel the migraine, but wanted to get well, I shouldn't say started feeling the migraine. I had a little bit of a headache due to the smoke, and then I was like, all right, let me go walk around the mall, get some steps in and stuff like that. So that's just how I've been recently, kind of like building up or rehabbing my ankle. or just building up leg strength is by walking more. Generally, like that's literally one of the best things that I've been doing for it is just by walking more. And it has made so much of a difference. Just being able to walk and not have to be in pain or hobble or anything like that. I will say some days I do have to hobble, and getting down, I can go upstairs, no problem. No pain, no problem whatsoever. But if I go down the steps, that's when I'm having issues. So it was good to actually go to the mall and practice that, and get my steps in and all that. And then by the end of that, I was kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna go home. And I went home and laid down because my head started to hurt. Took my meds because I was like, yep, this is gonna be a migraine if I don't take them. And then took my meds, and now here we are because I could not fall asleep. So I was like, I'll just stream then, you know? Can't sleep, might as well stream. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Yeah, this is gonna be the last bit here for today. Hopefully, I will be back soon-ish. I want to keep doing this. I want to like I said, I want to create more. I've been creating more on Instagram, so if you want to follow me there, like I've been doing reels and stuff, and that's been fun getting back into like simple editing. Because I didn't realize how much I enjoy video editing until I was like getting back into it for the reels and doing fun stuff like that. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how much I actually enjoy this process, and so that's been fun. And then what else? Yeah, just posting more photography, getting back into my photography stuff and using my actual like camera again and doing all that jazz and all that jazz. I don't know why I have that stuck in my head. What a thing to be stuck in my head. But yeah, I want to create more. Been getting back into my photography. I mean, tried water painting again, or watercolor painting. I want to learn the techniques and stuff like that. I did a couple of paintings just trying to see if I can get used to the feel and how it works and all that. And definitely will have to go back and like do a tutorial, like an actual tutorial, and follow a painting tutorial for that. But I'm excited to get back into hobbies again. I guess it was one of the perks of being unemployed that there was nothing to do. Um, and getting, trying to find even just any like job at the I wouldn't say just trying to find a job, just healing and not having, I was able to anyways, I was able to get into hobbies again and actually like find thrill and just enjoying to do something without monetizing it and worrying about, um, you know, making money off of it. I was like, nope, I'm allowed to have hobbies where I just do something for fun. And if I do make money off of it, cool. Not, that's fine. But I'm not trying to monetize everything I do. So I think for a while there, that's really what it felt like as someone who is a creative. It really felt like I had to monetize every little thing I do so I could have that option. So, but it looks like we ran into another ad break. So that means it's been like another 50 minutes since the last one. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this up and then probably end the stream here, depending on how quick I finish this. But it's been good to be back, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Especially because I'll be, like I said, I'll be putting these up on YouTube and trying out. I do want to actually try out, like, doing YouTube videos and stuff. Because that was something I wanted to do as a kid, and then I guess, talked myself out of it as a kid, or not as a kid, but a teenager, because that's when YouTube was around, teenager-esque, like that was my dream of having some type of like social media, I guess, following or whatever. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea, but now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't care. I just want to show my art. I just want to be creative and show my creativeness to people in any form that I decide to be creative, whether it's painting, whether it's doing graphic design, writing, whatever I decide to do, you know, I just want to share it with people and hope, you know, people get some joy out of it like I do. So, but that's kind of where I'm at in life, where I'm just like, why am I stopping myself from doing it? As a kid, I would always stop myself, like, oh, I want to be a little bit older because, you know, privacy stuff. And I was really easy to talk myself out of it. The fear of failing, I guess, stopped me from even trying. And then that's sad. And I guess now that I'm closer to 30 than 13, it's, you stop giving a shit if you fail or not. You're like, if I don't try, how do I know, and how do I learn and grow from it if I don't try? I'm going to be stuck where I'm at forever if I don't try to do something new. And I hated that. I hated that feeling of being stuck. So I was like, I got to fix this. I got to make a change. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen. It's just going to be, you know, I'm going to be bitching about the same things for years. Like, oh, I want to do this, but oh, I don't want to do it because, you know, what if I get hate comments, or what if someone doesn't like it, or, you know, just all these like what if scenarios. And really, none of the what if scenarios were like about me or anything. The what if scenarios were about somebody else, and somebody else, like fake haters. I don't even have like an account yet, and I'm already creating fake haters for myself. Like, what? I'm the hater. I'm the one holding you back, no one else. So that's where I'm kind of at, and that's why I decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna post my shit. People don't like it, people don't like it. People don't want to join, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna dictate what you do with your time and who you want to follow on social media. Like, geez, that's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to share my creative work, whether that be graphic design, watercolor painting, doing stupid reel videos, and just having fun on the internet. Like, that's the other thing. I'm like, I miss having fun on the internet. The internet no longer felt fun for me, and it hasn't felt fun for me in like so long. But it used to be a place that I would go to, you know, like, oh, I can't wait to go home and go on the internet. Like, it's not something that was in my pocket all the time. Like, I had to wait until I got home. You know, it wasn't on my phone. And if it was on my phone, it was so janky that it was like didn't barely work. And it was like the very basics of like, you know, web design, like where it was just links and like text. Like, that's how janky it was. And so it didn't make sense. So I just would like wait till I got home. And then eventually, you know, the iPhones became more popular and I got my iPod Touch. I bought my first iPod Touch. I'll have to go into that story another time. But I bought that, and yeah, since then have been like on the internet and watching YouTube. And it used to be fun, like a place I'd go to express myself and, you know, just try new things and post them, and, you know, get myself all dolled up just to post pictures on the internet. For what? Who the fuck knows? Because I wanted to feel pretty, I guess. I don't know. I don't blame myself. It was fun doing photo shoots and stuff like that, and playing with photo booth things and filters. And that's how I got into photo editing and wanting to do all that stuff anyways. So it's not like, you know, it wasn't for nothing. I did learn a lot of stuff from it. But yeah, then it became not fun because I started studying it, basically. The social media, I'm just posting in general, but also like AI, and then, you know, it being ruined by you know, just so many ads. Like, now it feels like everything's like monetized and all that stuff, and no one's really on it to, you know, no one's really on it anymore just to post shit. And no one's really posting much if they are, you know, because, you know, you don't want to put too much information out there because God knows you might get hacked or something, or worse, you know, someone comes to your house, which has happened. That's just crazy to me. Don't understand why people think that's okay. Just because you know somebody on the internet does not mean you can go to their house. No. I don't I don't understand why anyone would think that's okay. And just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. And if you can do it, and for whatever reason you figured out where that person lives, you just better off like being like, hey man, I was able to get this information from, like, this is how I was, and like help them out. But no, you just gotta be a creep and go to their houses. Um, but anyways, I digress. Yeah, but now that I'm an adult and like I just want to have fun on the internet again. I want to go on the internet and have it be a fun place and not be a place that just stresses me out and causes me to like, not want to be on it. I want to have a better balance. I want to have that balance again that I had when, the internet was on the family computer and not on my fucking phone. Like, so much so that I want a landline again because I'm like, I'm sick of my phone. Like, I was about to say I'm sick of my phone being a phone, but I'm sick of my phone meaning that I'm available 100% of the time on all the time. That's not the case. That's not the case. Just because I have social media and just because I am available and I have a cell phone, and yes, you can contact me if need be, does not mean that one, you should, or two, that I'm available to talk or speak at that moment. Like that's kind of what kind of happened over time that I don't think a lot of people, especially I hate to say younger generations, but like Gen Alpha maybe, especially the younger ones or the ones currently being like born into this world and this society, like at the time there was if you didn't want to be contacted by somebody, you could just walk out of your house, like your phone didn't follow you. Like if you didn't want to be contacted, just don't unplug the fucking phone and no one could call you because none of the calls would go through because it was a landline. Like, and it was just like there was a balance because at the time the the world was not adapted to have all the internet advantages. Like that just wasn't the case. And now the world is built to have those advantages and they got rid of the everything else, which is not good. We need to have the balance. We need to keep the other things around, but they just decided to get rid of it all because it didn't make sense, money wise. So now we're out of balance again, and I'm like, no, we need to bring stuff back. Like we need to have that balance again, or at least try to in your own life. That's what I'm trying to find. So, I'm trying to find like a DVD, not a DVD player, a CD player. I want to find a CD player so I can listen to like my actual CDs because I have CDs. I want to listen to my media. I don't want to stream. I don't want to be on my phone. I don't want to use my phone for everything. I don't want to log into a goddamn app anymore for things. I just want to plug. I just want to put a CD in a CD thing, and hit play, and then it plays. That's it. That's all I want. Is that really that hard to ask? Is it really? And apparently it is now, which is crazy. I think we had it good when the world was, just trying to figure it all out, and we were a little bit behind society wise uh in terms of, having the capabilities and, everybody needing an iPad and whatever and having, online school and stuff. They needed to have those everyone needed a Chromebook, and the things had to happen for a reason to get where we are to have the advantages, but we got the advantages but not the laws to come with it. So that's why we're at with where we're at. Because technology was at the time technology was going by the internet was going faster than technology. And I guess now technology caught up and everybody has like some form of tech that they can access the internet with. When at the time that was not the case. That was something that they had to build up. But because they had to build it up, there was a balance. And now that balance is off because they built it up. And we lost everything. Well, not everything, but it's not as convenient to, you you don't even get like CD players in your car anymore. Like that is only like older cars. Any newer cars you try to get, that's not a thing. They'll probably make you, if you actually ask for one, they'll make you pay for it now when it used to come in the cars. And that's the thing. I don't want that to be a thing. I want the norm to stay as it was. Yes, I want a CD player in my car. I don't want a tablet. Give me my CD player. Like my 2021 car doesn't have a CD player in it, and it bugs me because I'm like, oh, I can't listen to any of my CDs because like my computer doesn't even come with a CD player anymore. And now Sony with their PlayStations, they're like, yeah, we're getting rid of disc. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you know what even sucks about the whole like not having disc is how are we supposed to keep and archive shit now and archive games? Like that's gonna be a whole like other ballpark. of issues that we're gonna run into because at least now, like if I want to get an old game, I can buy the DVD and like I can like put the CD in and it works. No big deal. But and I can archive it and I can have it forever. But if it's like just downloads, just a digital thing, and like the digital download doesn't even mean you own it. You just own a license to use it. It's not like you actually own it. So therefore, like they could just change it or take it away from you at any fucking time, and yet you're still paying the premium price for a video game. That's nuts. God, times like these, I don't know, maybe you do, but on YouTube, I used to watch Total Biscuit. God, I miss John. I'd love to see his reaction. I know his reaction would probably be the same. But Total Biscuit, I really, really would like to know what his reaction or, you know, have him be angry for me about the whole uh, CD disc situation with Sony. So, yeah. Anyways, I cleaned the truck here, and I think that's where I'm gonna end the stream for today. Thank you again for Black Cage for coming on in, popping in. I appreciate that. I really do. Um, but yeah, I will see y'all sometime soon, all right? And hold on, let me show the ending screen. Okay? Sorry. Oh, we gotta watch the time lapse. We gotta watch the time lapse. We got to watch the time lapse. Yeah, I hope next stream I can have the captions available on the screen, um, and all that. But thank you for everyone joining me. And if you are watching this later on a VOD or something like that, thank you for listening in. And I will see you guys soon, probably with a job update. Oh my goodness. And then probably I can get more into it, more of the specifics of everything going on. But until it gets resolved, I'm kind of tight-lipped here. So anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Stay safe out there, and I will see y'all later.